Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we have seen how to access the router in the composition API we have seen. Now in this video, what we'll try to do is how we can access the parameters or query parameters. If you want to access the query parameters or the params, how we can access the composition API. Let's try to do in this video. So in the options API, we have seen that in order to access the params that comes from the URL. For example, see here I will be having this URL, right, slash post slash something. So if I have something like this, so if I want to get this ID, so post ID, so 1 or 2, if I want to get this ID, so we will be using this dot dollar route dot params dot ID, like that we will be, right. But in the composition API, how we will be using that one, let's try to check this one in this video. Now here if I open, and in this one in the main.js, let me create one router. Here I will go and I will create router path slash post. Okay, I will load the component post component. Okay, so post component, and in this post it will be taking one id or whatever the thing. So let's create. Now I am creating the post.view, and here I am creating a template. Okay, here what I will be having is one div, and in this div post page I am creating post page. Okay, and here I will go script and export default. So in this export default we will be having the setup. Okay, so in this export default we are having the setup. In this about.view we are having like this, right. In the main.js we are loading the post, right. So let's import that post. Import post from dot slash pages slash post dot view. Okay, now what we'll try to do is, so here in this post we need to access the id. So how we can access the id? So as usual, so we need to import from, what I can say, this one, view router. Okay, view router, and here we will be using useRoute. Okay, sorry, useRoute. So using this same like useRouter, where we will be having the useRoute to get the current route details. Now here what I will trying, so constant route is equal to useRoute. Okay, I will be using useRoute, the useRoute, and let's try to console the useRoute. Console.log route details. Okay, I am using the route details. Let's go here, and if we try to check the output, we are in the post page, and if I refresh this one, and if you see here, you will be able to see the complete details. What are the complete details that the current route handles, we will be able to see here. We are also able to see the params. So let's try to print the params here, route dot params. Okay, so I am keeping route dot params. If I refresh this one, and if I, yeah, here I am able to see that id is equal to 1. If I something print rama or something like this, so I am able to get the data. Okay, let's try to show the name here. Okay, now here what I will try to do, here I will create some constant. Okay, id or constant id is equal to, or otherwise, yeah, id is equal to ref of d, and what I will try to do is, so here id dot value, so we will be setting using id dot value, right, route dot params dot id. Okay, and I will return this id to the top, and here I will try to do div post id is equal to id I will print. Now if we try to check the output here, so I am able to see the post id rama, and here whatever the thing I will be able to give, so I am able to see the output here. Fine, it's fine. Now what I will try to do is, I will try to create router link. Okay, and go to Leela post, I will keep some one link, and here what I will try to do is dot 2. Okay, 2 is equal to slash post slash Leela. Okay, so this is the one route which goes into that same component only. So here remember that we are having something like rama here. Okay, so in the address bar we are having rama, and if I click here, see the URL has been changed to Leela, but here in the post id we are not able to see. So how can we rectify this one? So as we have already seen that one in the routing concept, so we need to use the watch thing. So what I can do here, so watch the route dot params, params dot id, or route dot params completely also you can watch, and execute the function so that id dot value is equal to route dot params dot id. Okay, so we can watch the route dot params dot id, and here watch is not defined. Okay, fine. So I can import that one from the view. So import the watch from the view, and if I try to refresh this page, okay, so I am entering something, so we didn't get any errors. So here if I see the post id is something, and if I click here, see immediately it has been changed. So that means it is responding to the dynamic routing also. So this is the way how we can get the routing parameters. So routing parameters, if you want to get, you need to use like this. And there is also another method also we will be having. So what is that another method is? So for example, I will be creating another component here. Okay, here what I will write, path is equal to slash article slash id, and here I will be loading the component article. Let's see, let's say assume, and here I am creating the pages article dot view. Okay, sorry, create a new file article dot view. We have created a new file, and in this main.js we got the data, and let's import that article. Import article from slash pages slash article dot view. Okay, so now I have imported this article. Now let's go to into this one and copy, and let's template div article page. Okay, so I'll be using this article page, and here in the script I'll be having export default. Okay, so now we will be having, so now what we do is here in the main.js, so we can make these dynamic parameters pass as a props. So we need to keep props as true. If you keep props as true, so whatever the dynamic parameters here we are existing, so those things we can those things will be coming as props here. So we can write here props of id. Okay, so this is the id we are having, right? So now this is the props of id, and you, if you want, you can have the setup. So there is no need of setup. These props we can access it directly, and div here I can write article id is equal to id I can write. And what I can do, I can create one router link here if you want, so to check the dynamic thing whether it is working or not. So to slash article slash Leela or something I will print. So go to Leela article or something like this I will print. Okay, let's try to see this component, well, whether it will work same as the post component or not. So here we are using through useRoute concept, and here we are passing the same route parameters as the props id. Now if you go and if you see the slash articles slash something gibberish, and here we are able to see article page and article id we are able to see, and go to Leela article. If I click here, see automatically it has been changed. So that means we are able to handle the dynamic parameter also by passing this one as a props, or otherwise if you want to use the route concept you can use it like this. Okay, so this is the two ways how we can access the route parameters in the Vue.js through the composition API. So this is the way how we can get the route parameters. The query parameters you can access through the route thing only. So you will be able to see the route concept, right? So route in the object you will be having, right? You will be able to see the route query parameters, fragments and everything. Okay, if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video, and if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.